Hails and welcome to Rauta's non-metal reviews. This time we have an interesting artist here in question. It's not done by none other than Mick Harris, mostly known for his work with Napalm Death in the past, that is for metal audience anyway. A lot of people probably know his name for that band because he was in the band back in the 80s when grindcore more or less invented, and some say he actually coined the word grindcore. That is, he has been in the band before artists like Shane Embry or Mark Greenaway Barney joined the band. Old school, that is to say. However, he left the band already in the early 90s, and that's actually when Lull came to be. Mick Harris is of course known for a lot of different projects during these years, but Lull is my favorite one because I love dark ambient and I love how he executes it. Now it's been 14 years since Lull has been active previously, and maybe it was partially because COVID that gave him the excuse or time, motivation, whatever, to do this album, and it's fascinating, it's really good, and it's my favorite of 2022. You heard me right. Too bad the album didn't make early enough, to me. Before the end of year, so I couldn't really include it fully on the list. I gave it honorary mention because I already knew based on one listen that it is. But here, since I'm in Spain and the album is probably back in my home in Finland, I don't have the physical copy here, so I'm just using this label site, Cold Spring website, as the backdrop for this particular review. Now, those of you who don't know what Lull is all about, it can be safely said it's dark ambient in the minimal ways. That is, no drum patterns, no percussions, no singing, that is very important for me, no melodies, no riffs. I think I have called it many times some kind of un-music because of these qualities. It isn't something that you hum to, you whistle to, you can sing along to, you can play air drums to. It's music in an un-music ways. It's humming, it's haunting, it's just kind of buzzing noises, and it's sparking your imagination. It's something that when you close your eyes, you can almost feel and imagine those monsters living under your bed to come alive. It's almost like shadows are making their play on the ceilings and floors and whatever. It's a music that is wonderful to listen at night, especially with stereo system that just kind of fills your whole room or whatever environment you are in. But even headphones do the trick, because after all, it just goes into your ears and sparks your mind and imagination with wonderful, especially haunting kind of ideas. It's a soundtrack to night times and loneliness, solitude, isolationist moments when you're wandering around in different places. It doesn't matter whether it's shore, seaside, woods, or even urban environments. When you just kind of let yourself tune in for this kind of music, it really does the trick. For me, for example, I used one of the tracks here as background music, if I can use that word, for one of my drone videos, and I plan to do it more because it's beautiful when your drone jumps up and you're doing a video of the environment, the surroundings, and this kind of music just seeps in. Even the beautiful landscape turns into some kind of haunting art video because the music is that perfect. Yes, indeed, Lull has once again created a near-perfect dark ambient album. I don't know if a perfect one exists. I know plenty of good dark ambient ones. I've been listening to the genre for over 20 years, so I have encountered quite a lot of interesting artists, and Lull is definitely one of those. For example, I'm going to share a metal moment related to Lull. Last Steelfest, when we were done with the festival day, and we were pretty much ready to crash in our beds and start sleeping, we sometimes have the habit with our friends at Airbnb to just play some music before everybody else is too tired and everybody goes to bed. Somehow I wasn't that tired, and I was listening to one of those Lull albums, via Bluetooth speaker, having a last beer of the evening. Everybody else was just basically sleeping, snoring and all that stuff, and I was just listening to the Lull in the middle of the night. Why? Because it is perfect for that kind. It might be some like 3 a.m. in the morning, and Lull is perfect for that kind of music, that kind of setting, time, place and all. So once again, the Space Somewhere is a perfect title for this kind of music, and it's accompanied with a beautiful cover that totally fits the music as well. It's not for everybody. If you think your extreme metal is marginal and nobody is going to understand you, even less they will when you're praising this kind of music, that just makes this even better. People are not maybe ready to understand on music such as dark ambient done by Lull, but in my opinion it's near perfect music as there is anything in the world, and I totally recommend you to check out. Links are provided in the description box, so get ready for a ride that you will probably not going to forget. Maybe it's not for you, maybe it is, but you won't know unless you give it a go. Hope you enjoy it. See you soon. Bye bye.